but you don't know how to see if this product is going to work, if this service is going to work, and you want to test it. If you have an idea, if you can prototype any idea and test it, that would be the best thing to do. Let's say you have a product now, and you have a product, you have a website, you have written up some emails, and you have reached out to some people, but you don't know how to see if this product is going to work, if this service is going to work, and you want to test it. And generally speaking, in business, the best idea for a business is, without spending like thousands and thousands of dollars or millions of dollars into what they are doing, if you have an idea, if you can prototype any idea and test it, that would be the best thing to do. So right now, today, I'm going to talk about a specific product, like something somebody talked to me about like probably a year ago. There is this thing called IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of people have that problem in the US. And there is a product called IB Guard, which seems to be pretty good supplement, with pretty good medicine or supplement for that in the US. So if you could, let's say, if you just go here and then search on Amazon for IB Guard. So basically, it's for people who have stomach irritation, gut related irritations. It will help you potentially for getting rid of cramping, diarrhea, bloating, bowel urgency, constipation, and gas. So this is irritation in stomach, essentially. So imagine that you want to create a product. You want to create a competition product for this, and then you want to start naming the product, and you want to create a market, and you want to test it. And I already shared in a previous video how to name a product. So, since this is a interesting product right now, so you could actually go to this description right here itself, like, so essentially you could go to this description right here and say, please don't do this. This is just an example, just to show that, show what is possible. Name my product with details below. Okay. Let's see what happens. IB Gut Daily Gut Health. So it named by itself. Give me 3 variations in one word. Okay, good. So Gut Guard, abdominal ease, comfort care. Gut Guard is an interesting name. Gut Guard is an interesting name. GARD. Like, it's an interesting name. So just to give you an idea, I did an entire video on how to name a product, but that's not what we are doing right now. You have the name, you have the product, you have a website, you have the emails written. Now you want to, what is the best way to like market test my product or service in the United States? Please summarize in 5 bullet points. So, the level 1 could be something like, you just take the data from there and say, what's the best way to market test my health supplement product for IBS in the United States? And IBS, ChatGPT might not know. So you should explain it to it. And there is no rule to put it in parentheses or anything. I'm just putting in parentheses. Just a human thing to do, right? Normally, that's what we humans do, right? And launch platform. So you could say on a different line, launch platform is Amazon. This is what you're planning to do. Please summarize in 5 bullet points. So what is the best market test? So essentially, this is repetitive, so we don't need that anymore. So I'm going to get rid of that. So delete this, and then all of a sudden summarize in 5 bullet points. It will tell you exactly how to market test it. That's level 1. Create an Amazon listing featuring products in Amazon photos and pricing. Increase visibility with targeted Amazon ads and organic search optimization. Reach out to IBS-related blogs, forums, social media groups to spread awareness. Utilize Amazon customer reviews and ratings to measure product performance. Analyze sales data, customer feedback, and website metrics to adjust the marketing strategy. So that's pretty neat, right? So give me specific if I know how to spell specific. Give me specific tactics for 1 and 2. See if it can understand it. I'm asking, give me 3 specific tactics that I can use for each of this area. 3 specific tactics for 1 and 2. Let's say 1 and 4, so it doesn't get confused. Tactics each for 1 and 2. By the way, this is the important thing. Like, it's about prompt. It's not even, I mean, the system is intelligent enough to handle everything. So it's your, you can use, I don't think it understands what I was talking about. Unless it did. Okay, so it didn't. Give me, okay, so that reduced the performance they were saying. So what you could do is pre-summarize in 5 bullet points. And he didn't understand, so I'm going to explain to it, just like we explain to a child, like with 3 sub bullet points. 3 sub bullet points, bulleted points, for what tactics to use for 1 and 4. Maybe it might still not understand it. So you might need to play with it to make it understand this, right? But we'll see. Oh, it did understand this time. Right, so it kind of understood, okay, 1 and 2, I want for 1 and 4. It basically did it for everything, which is not a bad idea too. So do you see that it's capable of understanding it, but it's not as capable as a human. But it went to 1 and 4. It didn't understand. We needed summarize in 5 bullet points. It went for 1 and 4, and with 3 sub bullet points for all the 3, all the 4, and it didn't go there. Right. So do you see that? So that's a level 1 of it, right? So now you're like, okay, so if that's the case, you kind of want to start your product with some reviews. So at that point, you have this data. So the level 2 would be something like, you know, what is the best way to market test and things like that. We already discussed that. But how do I find people to give out free samples and give me a review on Amazon? This might be an important thing as you're marketing a product. Let's say if you tested it and then you kind of want to get a feeling from people, probably write some reviews on Amazon and things like that. So you could even simply ask that question, like as if you're asking a business strategist. Like a lot of people ask me, like, what to do, how do you build it? Like just like that, you could ask ChatGPT and like, how do I find people to give out free samples and give me a review on Amazon, right? And it will tell you exactly. Reach out to influencers in your niche and offer free samples in exchange for an honest review. Contact bloggers who specialize in product reviews and offer them free samples. Reach out to relevant Facebook groups. Use Amazon's Wine program to source reviewers for your product. So this is where you go to level 3. So Amazon's Wine program, probably you never heard about it before. Okay, this is another thing. These are 2 things that you are noticing. You're like, what is Wine program? I don't know what the heck is Wine program. So what I will do is, it's not the drinking wine, the other type of wine. So let's find out what is Amazon. So you don't know what it is. This is not just a Google level search. Amazon's Wine program. Wine program source reviews for my product. So what you do is, and you could do the same thing, early reviewer program. So how to find people for Amazon early reviewer program, and same thing, how to find people for Amazon Wine program, how to reach out to people. Let's say how to reach out to people for Amazon Wine program to source reviewers for my product. So we'll do one at a time. So give me in 3 bullet points, and that's it. And you submit. All of a sudden, it'll reach out to influencer bloggers. It's saying the same thing. Wine program source out. But I don't think reach out to people with Amazon. So how do I reach out to? I didn't understand. How do I reach out to people? How to reviewers from Amazon Wine program get to get an early feedback about my product. It doesn't matter what product is. So it doesn't matter what product is. So it should be fine. My product. So you submit that. Hopefully it will understand that. So it's going out of the context. But this is the only point about the Amazon Wine program. So you could study more about Amazon's Wine program and then go from there. So that's another level. And now, so now in that level 3, you could actually create like even similar things. Like you could say, what's the best way to utilize Amazon's Wine program, which allows vendors to see free samples and pre-selected reviewers and get 1,000 reviews before my product launch. How do I reach out to people on Amazon Wine program? Let's see if it's getting this one. Okay, now it's getting more clear understanding about it. Okay, put together a detailed plan of your product launch that includes timeline and budget. Research Amazon's wine program, determine eligibility requirement and if you're a good fit. Draft a well-crafted message to potential wine reviewers that clearly states the product, benefit, features, and how to review it. Reach out to potential wine reviewers via social media, email, or other channels. And in fact, you're allowed to reach out to these people. They don't need to respond to you, but there is a way for you to reach out and figure it out. Track your progress and result to ensure that you get most out of the program. Take advantage of Amazon's promotional tools such as Amazon advertising platform to reach right audience and maximize your product visibility. Follow up with reviewers to ensure that they have received their samples and encourage them to leave an honest review. So this is how you do an initial test for a market product that you want to test. So you might be like, okay, I have a service. It's the same concept. If you have a product, it's the same concept. So you would use this product or service concept and you will test it early in a market. Whatever market is really inexpensive for you to test to see if people are really interested in it, then you would use that, you'd start building it. And from building it, then you can expand and massively build it into much bigger company using these strategies. So you could, like, this is not the end of the world. Like I said, this is only level 1, level 2, and level 2.5 is 3. There's level 4, level 5, probably up to level 7, based on your ability to communicate with ChatGPT, your ability to play more effectively in Playground. You will be able to get more data to help you grow faster in your business. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about like how to create a focus group. Let's say like you're not a multinational company, you're starting up a company that started up, and you're like, you just want to build and see. By the way, do you even know what is a focus group? The focus group, I will explain what a focus group is and how you could leverage that to get in-depth understanding, marketing data about your customers, and then how and why they would buy from you and where they would buy from you and what interests them, what doesn't interest them, and all things like that. And I'll share about how I used a focus group to help me build my book to be an international bestseller. So I'll talk about all that tomorrow and how to use AI, artificial intelligence, to build that focus group. Talk to you tomorrow.